All right, dialogue for Dr. Daly. I will be reading, I guess, everything. Good day, Reverend Sir. Good Mrs. Bartlett. I'm glad to see you. And your little daughter, Constance. Why, she's quite a little woman, I declare. Oh, mother, I cannot speak to him. Yes, Reverend Sir, etc., etc. Dear me. You paid me very much. Is she delicate? Oh, no, sir, I don't mean that, but young girls look to get married. Oh, I take you. To be sure, but... oh, there's plenty of time for that. 4 or 5 years hence, Mrs. Bartlett. 4 or 5 years hence. But when the time does come, I shall have much pleasure in marrying her myself. Oh, mother, to some strapping young fellow in her own rank of life. Mother, he does not love me, etc., etc. Be still, my fluttering heart. A clergyman's wife does so much good in the village, etc., etc., and look after her little comforts. Mrs. Bartlett, there is much truth in what you say. I am indeed getting on in years, and a helpmate would cheer my declining days. Time was, well, when it might have been, but I've left it too long. I'm an old fogey now. Am I not, my dear? A very old fogey indeed. No, Mrs. Bartlett, my mind is quite made up. I shall live and die a solitary old bachelor. Come, my dear, etc. Looking after them. Poor little girl. I'm afraid she has something on her mind. She's rather comely. Time was when this old heart would have throbbed in double time at the sight of such a fairy form, but, oh, Tasha, I am puling. Here comes the young Alexis with his proud and happy father. Let me dry this telltale tear. Moving on now to... May fortune bless you. May the middle distance of your young life be as pleasant as the foreground, the joyous foreground. And when you have reached it, may that which is now the far-off horizon, but which will then become the middle distance, in fruitful promise, be exceeded only by that which will have opened in the meantime into a new and glorious horizon. Dear sir, that is an excellent example of an old school of stately compliment to which I have through life been much addicted. Will you oblige me with a copy of it in clerkly manuscript, that I may myself use it on appropriate occasions? Sir, you shall have a fairly written copy ere soul has sunk into her western slumbers. Come, my son, going on as Marmaduke. Your fiancée will be here in 5 minutes. Rouse yourself to receive her. Oh, rapture. Yes, you are a fortunate young fellow, and I will not disguise from you that this union with the house of Sangazior realizes my fondest wishes. Aline is rich. She comes of a sufficiently old family, for she is the 7,037th through direct descent from Helen of Troy. True, there was a blot on the escutcheon of that lady, that affair with Paris. But where is the family, other than my own, in which there is no flaw? You are a lucky fellow, sir. A very lucky fellow. Father, I'm welling over with limpid love, etc. Alexis, I desire that your love for this young lady do not speak so openly. You are always singing ballads in praise of her beauty, and you expect the very menials who sit behind your chair to chorus your ecstasies. It is not delicate. Father, a man who loves as I love, pooh-pooh, sir. 50 years ago, I madly loved your future mother-in-law, Lady Sangazior, and I have reason to believe that she returned my love. But were we guilty of the indelicacy of publicly rushing into each other's arms, exclaiming, "Oh, my adored one, beloved boy," ecstatic rapture, unmingled joy, which seems to be the modern fashion of lovemaking? No, it was, "Madam, I trust you are in the enjoyment of good health." "Sir, you are vastly polite." "I protest I am mighty well," and so forth. Much more delicate, much more respectful. But see, Aline approaches, and let us retire, that she may compose herself for the interesting ceremony in which she is to play so important a part.
Welcome joy, adieu to sadness, as aurora gilds the day, so those eyes, twin hopes of gladness, chase the clouds of care away. Irresistible incentive bids me humbly kiss your hand. I'm your servant, most attentive to command. Wild with adoration, mad with fascination, to indulge my lamentation, no occasion do I miss. Goaded to distraction, by maddening inaction, I find some satisfaction in apostrophe like this. Sang as you're immortal, sang as you're divine, take me to thy portal, loved one, oh, be mine. Immortal, divine, loved one, oh, be mine. Irresistible incentive bids me humbly kiss your hand. I'm your servant, most attentive to command. Be happy all, the feast is spread before ye. Fear nothing, but enjoy yourselves, I pray. Eat high and drink, be merry, I implore ye. For once let thoughtless folly rule the day. Or something like that. Eat, drink, and be gay, banish all worry and sorrow. Laugh gaily today, weep if you're sorry tomorrow. Come, pass the cup round, I will go bail for the liquor. It's strong, I'll be bound, for it was brewed by the vicar. It's strong, I'll be bound, for it was brewed by the vicar.